Testosterone. Testosterone has guided men since the dawn of time. It fueled Alexander the Great to conquer his known world. It gave courage to World War II soldiers to storm the beaches of Normandy, and it sparked ingenuity that put footsteps on the moon. This essence that we call testosterone, it's been under attack since the 1920s, whether it's in pesticides in our foods or the plastic lining in our Starbucks coffee. To really understand this crisis that's facing men today, we have to understand what are the numbers, what do the numbers actually look like? And to first understand that, we have to go to Finland. Research carried out by Antti Perhentupa found that the Finnish and Danish men born more recently exhibited lower testosterone levels even after adjusting for BMI. If we cut to Boston, a study in Boston found that there was an alarming age-independent population level decrease in testosterone levels among American men, potentially linked to factors beyond chronological aging. A state-sponsored Israeli study of over 100,000 men found that there was an age-independent decrease in testosterone levels across 2006 to 2019. They basically had found that testosterone had fallen by 10% in every age category. To understand why this is a problem, we have to look at the physiology of men and the impact of low testosterone. Michael Zittman explored the relationship between testosterone levels and our spatial cognition. Now, what is spatial cognition? I'm not going to pretend to be someone that knows what spatial cognition is to a T, but the definition of this is our ability to acquire and use knowledge about our environment to determine where we are and how to obtain resources. I've basically broken this down in layman's terms to be how to survive. Now, what they found when men had elevated levels of testosterone or natural levels of testosterone versus someone with lower levels of testosterone, I'm going to put the image up here in terms of what the brain scan actually looked like. The subjects were quoted in saying that they felt sharper and more astute. Zimmerman found in the same paper, if you were to have decreased functionality of your sex organs as a man, you were more likely to experience higher levels of depression. Your ability to procreate as a man chiefly depends on your level of testosterone. It's pretty simple. I've linked a study here below to go through it. And the last one is obviously muscle mass and putting on muscle. Low testosterone causes a decrease in lean muscle mass in men, and also causes an increase in fat in men. Living life in the fast lane. Constant noise of modern life really doesn't help testosterone levels in men today. Chronic stress being rife amongst many people in today's cost of living crisis. What does chronic stress do? It decreases your levels of testosterone as a man. The toxic threats in EDCs right now, which is just everywhere you look, right? Plastic bottle, food storage containers, liners of metal food cans, detergents, all contain EDCs, which disrupt your body's ability to produce normal levels of hormone. Virtual vices. This is a military grade weapon. Every single day, it tells us what to think, how to behave, what we like, what we don't like. We have very little control on the impact that this has on our lives because they've made it intrinsically valuable to our day-to-day well-being. The impact of a mobile device on human life goes far beyond the levels of testosterone in men. However, what most men do with these devices late at night while they're lying in bed completely depletes any hope you have of being a normal functioning man. What's the impact of a population level decrease in levels of testosterone in men? Well, if we just imagine today a generation where the men had low energy, had low libido, had increased risk of depression, what would happen? Well, male suicide rate will probably go high. Often people will say that our generation doesn't work hard enough. The SMV place would be completely out of whack. The end of World War II kicked off the world as we know it today, a globalized world. The epitome of the globalized world we live in today is a microwave. In 1954, it cost $30,000 in today's money to purchase a microwave. Now you can get one for as little as $50. I guess what I'm saying here is life has gotten extremely easy for men. If you want to storm the beaches of Normandy, you don't have to do it now. You can just rush people in a war zone. If you want to go out and eat, now you don't even have to go to a supermarket. You just open this military grade weapon, you load up Uber Eats, and you can order a meal. and it comes to your door. If you want a girlfriend, you don't need to go to bars anymore and cold approach a girl. You can just go on Tinder and scroll. You can go on Hinge and scroll, and that's seen as the new way of dating. So what's the actual path forward here? Now, right, what am I doing to boost my testosterone on a daily basis? Now, I'm gonna make a longer video on this, which will be coming out tomorrow, but a workout. Now, there's a workout plan in below that you guys can download. It's free, I don't want any money for it, but I focus around weightlifting and I focus around doing cardio. I also do kickboxing. My recommendation for people is to do a combination of weightlifting and a combat sport, either jiu-jitsu or kickboxing or boxing. Boxing is the cheapest sport to get involved in. You just need a bag and a pair of gloves. Number 2, socializing. Now, in a world where remote work has now become the norm, a lot of people work from home now and can often just stay within their vicinity of that home and within a 5-mile radius of that location and not really venture out. I'm starting to place more of a focus on socializing now, which is going out, meeting friends, doing fun things with them, etc. Now, the reason why I'm placing an emphasis on that is because having social connections is so important for having a healthy mind. Once you have a healthy mind, the ability to wake up in the morning and do a cold plunge is a lot easier than when you're just on your own. And thirdly, obviously running a supplements company, I'm taking supplements to boost my testosterone as well. Tonkat Ali, vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3. And then I also get my 8 hours of sleep every single day, which is paramount for healthy levels of testosterone. I'm gonna break this down in more detail in the next video, which will be linked here. So yeah, thanks for watching today, and like and subscribe.